In the center of the world's most hostile desert, the Sahara, lie the remains of a sophisticated civilization that thrived where nothing now survives. Using a vast network of thousands of miles of underground tunnels, they turned the burning sands into a lush garden. For centuries, we believed this region was a lifeless barrier between worlds. But beneath the dunes of modern-day Libya, a forgotten empire is finally coming to light. This is the story of the Garamantes. To the ancient Greeks and Romans, they were a mystery, a people spoken of in whispers and brief, often dismissive accounts. The historian Herodotus, writing in the 5th century BC, described them as a very great nation, but also reduced them to mere cave dwellers who hunted Ethiopian wholemen from chariots. For nearly 2,000 years, history took him at his word, viewing the Garamantes as little more than nomadic raiders living on the fringe of the known world. However, recent archaeological breakthroughs tell a far more complex story. The Garamantes flourished between 500 BC and 700 AD in the Fezzan region of southern Libya. This is one of the most arid places on Earth, a landscape of jagged plateaus and vast sand seas where rain is a generational event. Yet, in this supposedly empty void, they built a kingdom that spanned over 70,000 square miles. Their existence challenges one of our most fundamental assumptions, that the Sahara has always been a barren wasteland, impassable and uninhabited. How does a civilization not only survive, but thrive in the deep desert? The answer was hidden beneath their feet. The Garamantes were master engineers who developed a sophisticated irrigation method known as the Foggara system. This was a monumental feat of ancient technology. By hand digging vertical shafts into the desert floor and connecting them with slightly sloped horizontal tunnels, they tapped into deep ancient aquifers known as fossil water. This water had been trapped underground for millennia, dating back to a time when the Sahara was a green savanna. The Foggara system allowed this water to flow by gravity for miles, emerging at the surface to irrigate crops without the need for pumps. It is estimated that the Garamantes constructed over 600 miles of these underground tunnels, a massive labor-intensive project that required precise knowledge of geology and hydraulics. This water transformed the desert. In the middle of the Fezzan, the Garamantes cultivated Mediterranean crops like grapes, figs, barley and wheat, alongside sub-Saharan staples like sorghum and dates. Their capital city, Garama, was not a collection of tents or caves. It was a bustling urban center of stone and mud brick, featuring multi-story buildings, sophisticated masonry, and a population that reached perhaps 10,000 people. It was a desert metropolis that defied its environment. The scale of their achievement was largely invisible to the naked eye until the advent of satellite imagery and advanced aerial surveys. In the last 2 decades, researchers have identified more than 100 fortified farms and villages, complete with massive defensive walls and organized street layouts. These sites prove that the Garamantes were not a scattered group of nomads, but a highly organized, sedentary state with a complex social hierarchy. Roman records, though often biased, provide further clues to their power. The Romans respected the Garamantes enough to sign treaties with them, recognizing their control over the vital Trans-Saharan trade routes. Long before the Islamic Golden Age, or the famous camel caravans of the medieval period, the Garamantes were the masters of the desert. They used horse-drawn chariots to navigate the sands, acting as the primary intermediaries between sub-Saharan Africa and the Mediterranean coast. They traded in salt, gold, ivory, and exotic animals, bringing the riches of the African interior to the doorstep of the Roman Empire. Archaeological finds in Garama have uncovered Roman pottery, glassware, and jewelry, proving that this lost civilization was an integral part of the ancient global economy. Success, however, came at a heavy environmental price. The fossil water that fueled their empire was a non-renewable resource. Unlike a river that is replenished by seasonal rains, the underground aquifers were being drained faster than nature could ever refill them. By the 4th century AD, the water table began to drop significantly. As the wells ran dry, the Foggara tunnels had to be dug deeper and extended further, requiring even more labor and resources. Eventually, the system reached its breaking point. As the water vanished, so did the crops. The once green oases were reclaimed by the encroaching dunes, and the fortified cities were abandoned to the wind. The slow, relentless desertification of the Fezzan proved to be an enemy the Garamantes could not conquer. Their collapse serves as a haunting reminder of the fragility of even the most advanced societies when they outgrow their natural resources. If you value these deep dives into forgotten history, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and like this video to support the channel's research. Your engagement allows us to continue uncovering the stories that history has overlooked. Today, the ruins of the Garamantes are mostly buried, hidden beneath a sea of sand that looks, to the casual observer, as if it has been empty since the dawn of time. Only a small fraction of their territory has been excavated, leaving thousands of structures still waiting to be discovered. Their story is a warning, but also a testament to human ingenuity. They prove that with enough vision and engineering, even the most hostile environment on Earth can be tamed, at least for a time. The Sahara still holds many secrets, and the Garamantes may be only one chapter of a much larger hidden history. As we look at the vast, shifting sands of the North African desert, we have to wonder what else remains concealed. Do you believe other great civilizations are currently hidden beneath the Sahara's shifting sands? Let us know your theory in the comments.